Okay guys, so today we will have a very short trading masterclass where I will give you a lot of information that you would need to become a profitable trader. So overall in trading there's two main important things, discipline and position size. I have a rule where I cannot put more than 2.5% of my trading portfolio into a single trade. That's my rule. And then I only trade in the sectors where I invest and I understand, which will be the commodity sector, because I know what's high, what's low, I know the different dynamics, the different intricacies, I know all the details. So it helps me with trading. And I like to combine fundamentals with trading as well to give me more chances of me doing right. There's people who only focus on charts, completely fine, but that's my method and I've been quite successful at it over the long term as well. So with that being said, let's look at the first pattern that you could use to trade. That's a cup and handle in gold. And as you can see here, you could simply, if you're completely technical chart, if you only trade based on charts, well, you could see cup and handle, all good. But what I would look at, okay, so this is gold. Gold is very cyclical. So that means we had this run. Now we have this flat period for a certain period of time. Right here as well, we had the bottom, which at the time I had a very good idea that likely this is going to be a bottom for the long term, because we understand that we're in this deglobalization period right now. There's a lot of conflicts, countries want to do different things. That's bullish for gold. We know we're in this fiat monetary system, which is also very bullish for gold. So see how my fundamental knowledge helps me to have a trading position. Now this would be a long trade position with this chart, of course, but that's just using it as an example. I think the black line would be probably moving average. I'm not sure which one exactly that would be. But let's have a look. So we had the cup and handle. We had the fundamentals. Here we have 1, 2, 3. So we had the triple top. And we know that triple top usually never holds. So there's a lot of indicators that show us that once we break this neckline, very likely the price will explode to the upside, especially if we include the fundamentals. So that's what happened. So that's one example. This is an example of a failed cup and handle. So you would probably identify it certainly in this area where you had this 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. So we can see already this sort of cup happening down here. And then you would probably get involved in around this area. It broke through the moving average. And you could start selling it. Well, you would certainly start selling it after you see these 3 ugly wicks. So that was a good indicator that likely it's going to go down. But also if you would have drawn that cup, you would see that it's overperforming. So likely after seeing this, you would have sold in around this area, and certainly after it broke the moving average. So that's another example of how you could have traded to the upside. Another one would be head and shoulders. You can see the first shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, broke the neckline. You have the confirmation. Always wait for the confirmation. So the next day, I'm not sure if this is hourly, daily, whatever it could be, but still good enough for an example. And you would probably, if you would maybe enter it in around this area, and you would have sold in this area and you still made profit. With that being said, why would you not wait? Could you just stay patient, wait? Absolutely. But in trading, all you want is to make money, and all you want is to stay disciplined. If you're disciplined, it doesn't really matter if you don't have to get involved and trade the peaks, get the bottoms. You will never be able to do that. If you stay disciplined, you made money on your trade, you won. There are thousands new trades. So never really focus on trying to get the most amount of your money. Here's an excellent pattern, head and shoulders, broke the neckline, you get the confirmation. Here you could easily wait it here because you're still in the money in this area. But even if you would take profit in this area, no problem at all, you move on and you do well. The next example I would include would be this triangle. So as you can see, the tops are the same, but the lows are getting higher, higher, higher. So the probability, the price now, even if the price would have broken down, but see the way you got the wick, got rejected, rejected, rejected. That's why you want to see the confirmation. That's where you would get involved and then make money. Here's another example, but this time the lows are getting lower. So in theory, you would probably expect it to go down. But again, you get the confirmation, and you can also make money from these triangles. You just have to wait. You have to wait which way it goes, up or down. Similarly here, but this time you actually get what you expected. You get the broken down, you get the confirmation, and you can trade and then exit out as well. You can have symmetrical triangles as well, so you're just waiting which way it goes. See this wick, no confirmation, perfect. You should not get involved without confirmation, and then you get involved here, make some money, try to exit in around that area. Also, then there's the flag formations. See again, wicks, no confirmation, and then here you get the confirmation and you make money. So again, waiting for confirmation, unbelievably important. Discipline with position size, and I like to build it up with fundamentals as well, but that's certainly something you don't have to do. Here again, just an example of another flag pattern. Here's bearish flag pattern. You got broken down, you got the confirmation, and if you would just start now here, you got the wick, so the price got rejected at that time, at that level, so it will be perfectly fine to exit in around here as well, but you could have stayed patient and made some more money. But my point is, you do not have to wait until it gets here and then sell exactly in here if you're shorting in this case. You don't. All you need is to make money, follow the rules, be right more than you're on over the long time. Once you build your portfolio, your 2.5% will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you will be able to make more money. For me, guys, trading is more of a side hustle. I'm more of a speculator and investor, but I do love to play it sometimes as well. And here again, you have that's goal. So you have 1, 2, 3 hits, triple top, and then finally you got the breakout, and you get involved here is no brainer for me. Now we could have easily got the tag back, but we went all the way. Here is an example of a double bottom as well. So I'm not going to go through everything, but in this video, that was my goal, just to explain these very fundamental things. Don't have FOMO. Don't try to squeeze all the gains. If you have your rules, if you made money, be happy, move on. Don't even look at what happened with the price after. If you exited, you made your money, move on, and you will be fine. If you're interested, guys, I have a course, Wealth Building Blueprint. I've spent a whole year creating it. I believe it's the best course relatively to the price. I have a whole trading masterclass, but also it's more for people who are interested in this whole wealth building process. So I have a masterclass on investing for 2 hours, on trading, on precious metals, on ratios, and I have like almost 10 hours of content on around the whole wealth building process. I have 3 days money back guarantee, no questions asked. If you don't like it for whatever reason, maybe you don't like how I talk, I don't care why you don't like it. I don't want your money if you're not 100% satisfied. And yes, guys, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon.